decided to do something that I haven't done for a little while, and I decided to do a softly spoken video. Like I say, it's been a while since I've done one of these videos. Maybe over a month. Anyway, so as always in these kind of videos, you're left with what do I talk about? What subject do I want to speak on? Just ramble and witter on with no real purpose for X amount of time. And I came up with this. I'm about 90 years too late, maybe, to discover TikTok. But recently something happened that, well, if you read my community post a couple of weeks ago, you know, but I needed something to, take my mind away from dark things, and there was TikTok on my phone. I had it installed because, like a lot of people, I have friends who send me TikToks, and to make it easy for myself, I just installed it. I never really used it. Didn't really like the idea of it. But when I wanted a light-hearted distraction, it seemed like a really good idea. So one night, I picked up my phone and pressed the app and began scrolling through all these videos. And like I say, I was no stranger to it. I've seen TikTok videos mainly on Twitter, or if I'm watching August the Duck, which is one of my most favorite YouTube channels. He usually reviews the crazy cooking videos that are on TikTok, and yes, I came across some of those. The Scottish guy who cooks in his toaster and kettle. That one still kind of gets me. What are you doing, sir? What are you doing? What? That is a toaster. Toaster. Don't put your beef in there. So, and ever since, I take little moments and I scroll. Found a few accounts that are interesting, and I decided to follow. So I guess I am now a TikTok user. Yeah. Came across one today. He's been on my feed, my For You, for a couple of days. I don't know what he really does. He's this northern guy, English, takes his top off, flexes, the ladies love him, that kind of thing. And somebody commented how much he loves himself, something like that. And then he said, what am I even doing on your For You page? And I thought to myself, yeah, what are you doing on my For You page, sir? I am not that. looking for that. Where are all the attractive lesbians, sir? I have seen none. There are none. Anyway. A lot of my recommended seem to be British based, mainly English. And UK TikTok seems to be full of guys called Dave and Phil who run around supermarkets getting fast food and then reviewing them. And thousands and thousands of people watch and comment and like. It's crazy. And normally I wouldn't really understand why. Like, why? What's so entertaining about that? Some guy who goes to a supermarket, he picks up a ready meal. Maybe it's in the frozen section. Maybe it's a burger, maybe. And he cooks it and then eats it. It takes like 2 minutes. What's entertaining about it? But it doesn't really have to be gripping, edge of the seat kind of thing, does it? And another thing about UK TikTok, it's full of dad jokes. There's one account that always, without fail, on my For You page, every single time I scroll, and it's just a guy, like a boomer, doing all these dad jokes about his wife and his kids, and I don't even know if they're very funny. Maybe you can find them funny if you associate with that situation, but they are dad jokes nonetheless. It's crazy. Another thing that I was quite astounded by was there are these channels on TikTok. I'm talking to you like you don't know, like you probably know and found out about a decade before I did, but I'm going to tell you like you don't know, like I know more, because I discovered it last week. But I was genuinely surprised that these accounts have so many views, so many interactions. It was astonishing. Their whole content is plating up their food. And it's such a simple concept. Cooking your food and then rolling your camera to record how you plate it up. Yet people watch it. People watch it. People actually watch it. I don't know, as a writer, makes me a little bit nervous. People will watch anything if it's short enough, if it holds the attention span. I have these debates with people and they say, no, a chapter needs to be really long, like super long, like it takes you half an hour to read. And I completely disagree, utterly. Because people don't have the attention span to read a half an hour chapter. Hell, I don't have the attention span to read a half an hour chapter. I once read, it took me a whole summer to read War and Peace by Tolstoy. I got it for Christmas that year, And I'd never really expressed any desire to read it. I'd heard of it, obviously, and I knew the basics of what it was about. And I began to read it, a few pages, but it was so incredibly long I got a little bit phased. And summer came and I was a little bit down, a little bit sick. So I picked up War and Peace and discovered this scandalous book full of affairs and drama that would put a telenova to shame. Speaking of telenovas, another thing that I have discovered on TikTok: Turkish dramas. Yes, Turkish. I can't speak suddenly. Turkish soap operas. And they are so dramatic, so insanely dramatic, and just, oh my goodness me, they would put a telenova to shame. I saw one yesterday. This guy's wife is in a coma. But for some reason that we don't know, because it's only a little clip, and it doesn't really tell you the show, so I couldn't investigate, he's marrying another woman. And just as he is about to get married, wouldn't you know it, the wife finally wakes up from her coma, finds her feet. She's a little bit like Bambi at first, but somehow she knows he's getting married. And just before the ceremony, he's sitting at this table with his wife. He doesn't really look very happy, which kind of begs the question, why is he marrying her? Why? Who knows why anybody does anything? And he looks up, because she's standing on some kind of bridge or balcony just above them, and he looks up, and then their eyes meet, and there's dramatic music, and then it was the end of the clip. So there, and I didn't find out what happened in the end. A popular theme of Turkish drama seems to be the rich, successful, beautiful woman with the handsome, powerful, equally rich husband, and the disloyal best friend who has only been having an affair with the husband. And so the beautiful, rich, successful, and talented wife humiliates them in public. Then she divorces the husband. Yes, she divorces him. And then she marries her ex-best friend's father. Yes, it's also scandalous, isn't it? Scandalous. Scandalous, 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 scandalous. It's scandalous. I think that the main theme of this softly spoken ramble will be social media platforms. I haven't really been on Twitter very much. I find that Twitter is just full of doom scrolling, and I didn't really want to do that. I've lightly brushed through, and every now and again to keep in touch with some people that I know from there and such. But Twitter's strange these days. It's a really weird place. It's supposed to be full of free speech, and it's not. It's the complete opposite. And they ban accounts that haven't really done anything. I know someone, she had her account suspended permanently, and she didn't even do anything. She didn't do a thing. She didn't do a thing. I may be biased. biased, but no, seriously, she didn't do anything. And of course, there is Threads, the now rival to Twitter, which apparently had 75 million people downloading and logging on in the first day or two, and has now dropped significantly. I did download it, Threads, to see what it was about. It's almost entirely like Twitter, but I have managed to avoid any politics talk, any crypto talk, and any AI talk. How long that will last, I don't know, but let's go with it. I decided that I would stay. The algorithm seems to have been fixed, because when I first joined, I think it was like a few days in, anything was coming up on my timeline. Just anything and everything. I had no idea what was going on. And now it seems to be just accounts that I follow or subjects that I have interacted with, which is good. And I've decided that on this, it's just things that I like, things that I find interesting. Everything that's heavy and deep is a no-no. And of course, because it's connected to Instagram, ways where I do all my work, that has to be more professional. I have been toying recently with buying a verification badge on Instagram in the hope that it could help me with my sub problem. I've spoken about this before. It's like a glitch. I get subscribers every single day on Instagram, have done always, and then one day I will lose all those subscribers and more for no reason, none at all. It started a few years ago. It was at a time when something had happened and I just didn't feel like going on social media. I didn't feel like posting, and I just didn't want to. I couldn't. And I came back and it just never was the same again. That Christmas, I remember, overnight, I lost 500 accounts. Initially, I thought this was cleaning out of bots or dead accounts. But when it happened again, and then again, and again, my Instagram is, I've said it before, and I will say it again, it is the Benjamin Button of Instagram accounts. I was once at just below 7,000 subscribers, and I've never been able to grow. I am always just going, despite the fact that I gain subscribers every single day. Down, which sucks, especially when, you have things to promote and, but hey ho, what can one do? So I have been toying with a verification badge. Maybe it would help, maybe it wouldn't, I don't know. But then again, I did think that using ads to promote certain posts would help, but it never did. I gained subscribers from those posts, but of course the inevitable happened when my Instagram curse strikes again, and I lose all those subscribers and more in a day or two. So it was just a waste of money. Just a complete waste of money. Complete waste of money. If there is one criticism that I have of TikTok, it's how easily TikTokers endorse anything and everything that they're sent. I get these a lot. Like every single day, my emails or my Instagram DMs are full of people wanting me to sell their product, to make posts about them, to sell them to my subscribers. And I don't ever do them because I'm not a saleswoman. I just want to write. I just want to create content. I just want to have fun. I don't really want a referral code and however percentage of this or a couple of quid of this. I don't know. Recently I've had a lot of this is really funny, adult online stores, not Adam and Eve, wanting me to plug their products. I feel like I said that wrong. Products. And initially, recently, I did think this could be fun, like funny. I could do this. And then, of course, I changed my mind because, and I did get an email back by the woman, saleswoman, I don't know, executive, whatever she was. I guess she wasn't really happy that I turned it down because I don't know if it was really unprofessional of her, but she was like, how can you turn down, are you really going to turn down a paid, like, how do I reply to that? Yes, I don't want to do it. I didn't get one back. I used to get a lot of offers for protein shakes, for weightlifting and stuff. I don't know why, because I don't like them. I really don't. I don't like the smell of them. They turn my stomach. My brother, when he used to was really heavily into weightlifting, he used to have a shit ton of those protein shakes, you know, those big huge tubs, like huge, and they were gross, like just the smell. I remember he was like, you try it, and it was strawberry, but it didn't taste like any strawberry I've ever tasted in my life. It was awful. No. I don't like protein shakes. And by my reasoning, because I don't like protein shakes and I don't use them, I'm not going to try and flog them to my subscribers or anyone. It's just not what I'm gonna do. I hate the ones that is like jewelry and stuff, like handcrafted. And I remember once, I think it was like a year and a half ago, I opened my emails and I read this, and it had all pictures of the company's jewelry, and it was like wooden necklaces and things, and they were just, they were so ugly. They were terrible. And I told my friends, and it was like, because it's free stuff, because I do the endorsement and I get some of the jewelry for free, yeah. And They were like, this is free stuff. You can't turn down free stuff. And I'm like, but this is just the most ugliest jewelry you've ever seen in your life. What am I gonna do with it? I'm not gonna wear it. And my friend said, just give it to your mother. And I said, well, my mother's not gonna like that. Like, no. And the well, why don't you just give it to your sisters, in-laws, or your sisters? And I'm like, no, none of them. No one will like this. No one. I mean, clearly some people do, and maybe it was just my taste. But yeah, I didn't do it. I've never done any of them, like I said. And the ones on TikTok are some of the most random things. And I just get the idea that they find one and they do every single one, which is fine, it's their choice, but I find there's only one endorsement or ad that I will watch, and that is Isabel Imagination's Raycon ones, or any of her ads. Also, ASMR on TikTok kind of sucks. It's not that great, in my opinion. In my humble opinion. But then, nor is it on Twitch, really. I remember the first night I actually watched some TikToks. There's this account. He's a British guy, English. He goes around the British Isles, taking in some fast food, pizzas, curries, that kind of thing. He goes to this pizza place, and he comes out with his pizza in his hand, and it's just a normal cheese and tomato pizza. I mean, it doesn't look ghastly. It just looks like a cheese and tomato pizza. I mean, it's not going to taste like one you're going to get in Roma, but hey, it's like Wigan or something. You're not going to get authentic Italian pizza in Wigan. Anyway, he's acting like it's some bush tucker trial, like it's some bizarre cuisine that is foul. It's a pizza, but it takes him an eternity to actually eat the pizza. That was annoying. I gotta tell you, that was annoying. And like I said, I haven't discovered the hot lesbian section of TikTok yet, despite looking. So maybe it doesn't exist. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's an illusion. Maybe it's a myth. Anyway, I wanted to record this because I wanted to get back into the swing of recording some videos. So, until next time.